Joining us all the way from Port Harcourt now is our good friend China Acheru, his programs manager of Wazobia FM in Port Harcourt. China, thank you so much for coming through tonight. Always a pleasure to have you. And I'm sure you, like a lot of people, were despondent with that result. But in your own opinion, what went wrong for the Super Eagles last night?
The coach went wrong.
The coach?
I just saw the short video clip of the coach. Yes, he went wrong. Now, he looked subdued. Look at him. He was looking at the post-match presser yesterday like someone in the prehistoric era about to get beheaded by a mob. Look at him. That's how he's looking. Now, anybody can write a starting lineup for his team. Arsenal, Liverpool, United. Anybody can write the starting lineup. You don't need to be a good coach to write the starting lineup. You need to be a good coach to manage that lineup, to make the right substitutions. Now, all of us saw that by the 75th minute, our defense had lost their legs. Apart from Calvin Bassey, who was still standing, the fullbacks, William Ekong, had lost their legs. They were exhausted. We all saw it. We take up Osimhen. Now, would have expected, I'm not a coach, would have expected that you bring in another DM to help Ndidi, or bring in a fifth defender to support the defense. He brings another striker. I know what we plan to achieve, and then that goal came. Now, when he says it was the better side, how are you the better side? By ball possession? By what? Now, you're a better side when you have a game plan and you achieve your game plan. Our plan was to win the game. Did we win the game? No, we didn't. What was the Zimbabwean game plan? Defend and attack off the counters. Defend, attack off the counters. Did they achieve what they wanted? They did. I think they were the better side. But that's all past now. We can't keep crying over that game. You see why it was huffed and puffed? And they played well in the second half. But I thought...
No, when you say they played well, who played well? Lesotho, Zimbabwe or Nigeria?
No, I said the Eagles actually played well in the second half.
Okay.
They played well in the second half, right? But for around the 75th minute, I thought that he would have seen. It was obvious. Our defense was gone. They had lost their legs. We are tired. We are fatigued. But he let them play on. And I think that was where our problem started. And we didn't respect the Zimbabwean counterattacks. From the start of the game, I saw those counterattacks. I saw it. We didn't respect it. If we had respected it, we would have let that happen.
You're quite correct, because early in the first half, Kamabile had nearly opened the scoring after one of such counterattacks. And that's why I've been arguing that, agreeing with you, I beg your pardon, China, saying that, maybe Eric Chelle's, that might be his Achilles heel. We saw him at the Africa Cup of Nations with Mali against Cote d'Ivoire, a game they were leading, a game that they had a one-man advantage, a game that they could have won, only to concede late goals because he probably didn't manage the game as well as he should have. Now, Onyewuchi, in your opinion, is this solely on Eric Chelle's neck? Is he solely responsible for it, or should the players also share some of the blame?
Yeah, I think the players should. Last week, I think on Monday precisely, three of us, Tunde and Onyechi, recall that I said, the coach, Eric Chelle, may not have enough time. This is the international window. You don't have like a month to prepare the team. So the senior players, and I specifically mentioned Moses Simon and Truce Ekong, should rally the players and tell them that this is, you must give you 100%. So if we are blaming the coach, then the players too, apart from Victor Osimhen, and then maybe Ademola Lookman.
Apart from Victor Osimhen?
Yeah, then maybe Ademola Lookman. Then who else? Maybe sometimes Olaino tries, is on and off. We don't have players who, they don't show that sense of urgency. Even when they equalized, the Brave Warriors, there was no urgency. So I want to agree with China, because it was at the stadium that they were tired. And someone said that if you are tired, then your brain goes into sleep mode. So I think that's what happened.
I get that, but Udoka, surely you don't need a coach to tell you that in the 91st minute your concentration levels must be of the utmost in order for you to see out a game which you need to win so that you can get the 3 points to ensure that you can possibly qualify for a FIFA World Cup. You don't need a coach to tell you that, do you?
Except it's an academy team, but of course this is
not
Eagles of Nigeria, Giants of Africa. And I remember when Victor Osimhen was taken off the football pitch, the pitch, there was a signal from Osimhen telling the defenders to use their brains, to don't sleep. Because, I mean, you're going off the pitch, you're already in the 90th minute, just defend. It was even when he scored the 80th minute, about the 85th minute, just use your brain, stay put together, and hold on until the end. No need to score an extra goal, just defend.
So who do we blame this one on? The coach or the players? Because if the coach brought in another striker, hoping to maybe continue to press from the front, attack being the best form of defense, in quotes, surely the defenders really also know that they need to keep the game tight at the end in order to see how to win. Who do we blame for this?
So I blame the coach on one hand, and I blame the defenders who slept on the other hand. You can actually count the few Super Eagles players who really did perform well, who are fighting for about 6 of them who fought for the team. But the remaining 5, they went to sleep. And the only time we called on Mwabali to make a crucial save, he slept. Okay,
so Chana, I need to come to you now. It's looking very, very dicey because as it stands now, Nigeria are currently 4th in that group. It's not looking good. Although we do have a good authority that the Lesotho Football Association has lodged a complaint with FIFA questioning the Bafana's midfielder Teboho Mokwena's participation in their World Cup qualifying game. Mokoena, who had accumulated 2 yellow cards, was also ineligible to play, violating FIFA's regulations. And if FIFA rules in Lesotho's favor, South Africa could forfeit the match, losing 3 points and 3 goals. That would drop them to 10 points, but they will still be on top of the group. But, Chana, I need to ask you, is it done and dusted? Can we still qualify for this World Cup, or should we kiss it goodbye? Because prior to this match, I went on a limb by saying that if we do not beat Zimbabwe, all that good work in Kigali is for nothing. We didn't beat Zimbabwe. Personally, I don't think we're going to this World Cup, but do you have a contrary view?
Yes, the olive branch. South Africa will lose 3 points and 3 goals. You're going to win our remaining 4 games, including against South Africa, and we'll qualify in first place for the World Cup.
Okay, last I checked, China, you are not a Libya.
When Eric Chelle came, he had one mission, one task, one assignment: win 6 games. That was all we asked him: win 6 games. He failed at the second hurdle. Now, if you're playing a World Cup qualifier and you've had 3 home games, you've not won any of 3 home games, you have no business at the World Cup. We are not going to the World Cup. We are not going anywhere. So I think we should start playing 2030 World Cup, because it's all wishful thinking. Look at the second place. We are not even second in our group. We are 4th in our group.
Okay, so gentlemen,
we are not even thinking about the playoffs for now.
Okay,
so 4th on the group.
The question, right? When we didn't qualify for Qatar in 2022, everybody said that we should go and reorganize, go back to the drawing board. What lessons did we learn?
No lessons.
For not qualifying for the 2022.
We never learn lessons.
No, we didn't learn anything.
We never learn lessons. I hear Onyewuchi Cosmos saying right now, and Udoka saying right now, that blame the players. Now, if you want to blame the players now, we shouldn't have let Genotro go. We shouldn't have let Pesero go. We shouldn't have let Finidi go. Because at that time, it was about the coach not being able to put these players together and win. So we brought in Eric Chelle because we saw failure in Guavon, in Finidi, and in Pesero.
We didn't bring Eric Chelle. The NFF
because we didn't see failure in the players.
The NFF brought Eric Chelle.
When I say we, when I say we, I have no. We is the NFF. We is those that run Nigerian football.
Okay.
So we brought him because we saw failure in coaches.
Okay.
In coaches. So we didn't see failure in players.
I get that.
Let them all take the blame.
Okay. Yeah. Well, very quickly, let's show you the World Cup standings in all the groups A to I as it currently stands. The teams that are showing promise, showing that they want to go to the FIFA World Cup. Let's show you how it is in Group A. In Group A, that's how Stade do. Egypt leading with 16 points, 5 wins, 1 draw, no losses, 14 goals scored, 2 against. There's Burkina Faso in second, Sierra Leone in third, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, and Djibouti. Let's show you Group B very quickly, running through all these groups without further ado because I have no time. DR Congo are surprisingly leading Senegal because they've done much better, won 4 games, but the Senegal have drawn 3 and won 3. Sudan, Togo, and South Sudan and Mauritania in that mix as well. On to Group C. I'll show you the teams that are showing that they want to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. South Africa are leading that group, unsurprisingly. Nigeria way down in 4th place. Benin Republic are second, Rwanda. Never in my wildest dreams would I believe I would see Nigeria struggle to qualify out of a group that has Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Rwanda, and Benin Republic. But it is what it is. On to Group D. Let's show you how that is currently going on as well. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon are 1 point behind Cape Verde, the Blue Sharks, who are doing pretty well so far. Libya, Angola, Mauritius, and Eswatini in that mix as well. Group E, Morocco, who are at the last FIFA World Cup, did brilliantly well. 5 wins from 5 games. They are looking good for a World Cup place. Niger Republic are there. Tanzania and Zambia, surprisingly, are struggling as well. Group F, let's show you that one. Ivory Coast, African champions, showing champion stuff. 5 wins, 1 draw, 14 goals scored, none conceded. Gabon are following them very closely, just a point behind. There's Burundi and Kenya in that mix as well. Group, next group, Group G, Algeria, former African champions as well, leading with 15 points. Mozambique are second. Botswana, Uganda, Guinea having a torrid campaign, and Somalia in that mix as well. Group H, the next group, Tunisia, another good team, showing exactly champion stuff. 5 wins, 1 draw, no losses, 9 goals scored, none conceded. They're ahead of Namibia, Liberia, Equatorial Guinea, Malawi, and Group I, the final group, the Black Stars of Ghana. Chale, they didn't qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations, but they will most likely be at the FIFA World Cup. 5 wins, 1 loss, 15 goals scored. They beat Madagascar 3-0 away from home. And they are ahead of Comoros, Madagascar, Mali, Central African Republic, and Chad. So I think Ghana and Nigeria have made a split. Nigeria will go to the Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana will go to the FIFA World Cup. I can tell you which one is the bigger pick.